Welcome to ComSpark. We are live in Cambridge, Massachusetts at MIT, attending the Chief Data Officer Quality Symposium, where the leaders in data have gathered. My name is Matthew Duramo. I am your guest host. Joining me today is Aleksandar Velkoski, Director of Data Science with the National Association of Realtors. How are you doing, Alexander?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me here today.
Absolutely. Appreciate you joining us. So, I've got a handful of questions. I'd say if you don't mind, let's just kind of jump right into it.
Love it.
Perfect. So, what are your biggest challenges as a Chief Data Officer?
You know, when I think about this particular question, I really think about the ambiguities around what does it mean to lead a data office. The Chief Data Officer is a relatively new position for most organizations. And when you try to sit down and think about, well, what are all of the different responsibilities that you need to take on as a Chief Data Officer, from managing data to actually developing analytical solutions to solve business problems, to even something as simple as educating staff on what does it mean to make data-driven or even better, insight-driven decisions. To me, that's kind of where a lot of the biggest challenges reside as a Chief Data Officer, is really trying to break down those ambiguities and better define what does it mean to be in this role and what is it that you are going to accomplish over the course of your tenure.
Mm-hmm. So how do you align the expectations of your leadership, CEO, board, whatever in your organization to yours?
Right. There's a lot of excitement in this space around leveraging data to derive insights that can help you make better business decisions. Mm-hmm. And now with artificial intelligence and emerging technology becoming and playing a much bigger role in the work that we do, sometimes folks' expectations can be inflated. So it's important to really sit down and think about what is it that the organization as a whole wants, what is it that they want to accomplish with data? And where the expectations are, let's say, kind of a little bit out of line with the reality, we need to sit down and have those conversations. AI is not a silver bullet. It is not going to allow you to solve every single problem that you face for your organization. But being able to sit down and have that conversation with the senior leaders of the organization, I think, is really helpful to align their expectations with the reality around what is it that you can actually accomplish with data and technology in the organization, and also kind of align yourself as a Chief Data Officer in your expectations so that everybody can be on the same page.
Sure. So, data's evolved, right? I mean, I think in a prior life, data was a number out of accounting or a characteristic within the marketing teams. So I guess today, what does data mean to you?
That's a great question. When we think about data is really, we're just really talking about facts and figures. And I think when we're talking about data in practice, we're really talking about insight. Trying to develop a deep intuitive understanding of a phenomenon using facts and figures so that we can make better decisions. So I think when I hear people talking about data and making data-driven decisions, what I think they're really talking about is that insight, the deep intuitive understanding of a phenomenon that allows you to just be better as an organization.
Sure. So a follow-up to that, right? So do you still run Excel spreadsheets, or are you able to provide accurate data, when needed real time?
So, to me, I don't see a situation in which we're going to be completely, just completely not using Excel files or CSVs or those kind of, it's just not going away. And we still have people in our organization that use Microsoft Excel to store and manage data. So it's not going away, but what we're doing is we're trying to identify areas in the organization where we can move to more near real-time results, building dashboards, building systems that allow people to access data in near real time so that they can accomplish their objectives. So I don't think we're ever going to be completely separated from Microsoft Excel or CSV files, but we are trying to move in that direction, and we have systems in place today that do allow us to make more near real time decisions based upon dynamic real time data.
Sure. Well, hey, I greatly appreciate the insights, Alexander.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you spending the time with us today.
Very happy to be here. Thank you.
Great. For more information on today's interview, please visit comspark.tech.